Welcome back to It's a Tool Thing. Continuing with drawer number 4 on the toolbox tour. This drawer here is definitely not full. I've got a couple of them where I just haven't moved stuff in. Kind of been messing around from time to time, trying to come up with what works best. This is actually something I just did the other day, moving these hammers from a 3-inch drawer, I think 3.5, to this 2-inch drawer. And I like that they're in here. This box has too many of the shallow drawers. It really needs at least one more of the 3-inch drawers, because it only has one shorter over there and then one of these full length or 3/4 length drawers in that depth. And I originally had them over in that short drawer over there. The only problem is the actual bigger hammer that I have wouldn't fit in this drawer the next size up. I have way more hammers, but these are my go-tos, daily use, especially both of these soft blows, and I really like these snap-on steel face dead blows. This is Craftsman 3-pounder. I really like it. I actually bought this snap-on Blue Point one here recently, and it's, I think, a 4-pounder, and I find myself still gravitating back to this one here, you know, a $12 hammer. I've had it replaced for breaking the handle maybe once or twice over the years. Back here I just have some spare bits and so on, excuse me, not bits, fittings and plugs and so on and so forth. Some gauges for measuring brakes. Not something we use around here a lot, but I like to get an idea when I tell a customer their brakes are low. I want to have, you know, some kind of information. The big trucks, those don't fit in there, but you can use them as a gauge, kind of get close. Temp gun, temp probe, I should say. This impact kit, got a great deal on this thing. Got a couple of these kits, just impact kit, but this one's actually pretty complete. Really shouldn't even be in this drawer. It's just been hanging out. Picked up a set of these truck tow hooks for some of these bigger trucks. I was able to come up with an old set and keep for myself. That way I don't have to travel across the shop to get them. Got this bin here, looking to maybe do some terminals or something in there. I'm not sure yet. Just kind of hanging out. Like I said, this drawer's kind of in flux. Most of my drawers are in flux at some point, at some state or another, of stuff I just don't use. These don't fit facing vertical on this drawer, which kind of sucks. Need to move them around, kind of figure out what to do with them. Could probably fit them in my top drawer, but it's not something I use. And they're 8-point, just a Craftsman set and a mixed bag from there. Don't use them a lot, so it's just not a big deal. These here are for pipe fittings. I think they're called weatherhead sockets. Another tool I don't use a lot, but when you need them, you need them. You got extractors. These are square drive plug sockets. To be honest, I've had that set forever, and I barely ever use it. It is the right tool to use, but it just doesn't seem to get used when I got a 3/4 or 1/2 inch or 3/8 plug. I just grab a ratchet, and I've never really had a problem. As long as you get the ratchet fully seated and you're not using an extension like an impact extension, they will slip out. But a regular 3/8 drive, as long as you get it properly seated, even the ball detent, never had an issue. An old pipe wrench, don't use ever, really. It's just kind of hanging out. This is a special tool I'm thinking about making one of these days. Everything's always on the back burner with me. And then I've got some pipes here I use actually for supporting engines. Every now and again as a cheater, but this little square pipe works pretty good to support engines. Got some ladies slipper style pry bars. I'm not real happy with the setup in this drawer. It's just the way it is currently. But I'll show you what I got and where it's at. Please like and subscribe and comment below.